Hello, I'm in Singapore's Marina Bay, just out front of Marina Bay Sands. Today is a Sunday afternoon. It's about 3:30 p.m. I'm here at the front of the PTO, Professional Triathletes Organization Asian Open event venue, which is the car park out front of Marina Bay Sands. Today they've got a race. It's the professional men's race, and the highlight is the 2021 or 2020 Tokyo Olympics men's gold medalist Christian Blumenfeld from Norway. He is one of the competitors in the men's event. It's very rare and seldom to get a caliber of athlete like Christian Blumenfeld out in Singapore, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he rides and more importantly how he runs, because I do remember in the Tokyo Games, which was a hugely humid event, he just overpowered the field. So looking forward to checking out how a professional goes about his business. And the men professional athletes have just made the final turn. It looks like there's another 150 meters to go. As you can see, they're moving at a decent clip, stretched in one line, coming down towards the transition, which is in blue there. So they'll come up and make their run up to the bike changeover area. So hopefully we can get a good shot of these guys as they scream their way past all the members of the public standing expectantly. Just saw Christian Blumenfeld run past, so he's made his way into the transition area. Let's go check out his bike lane. The time now is 10 past 4 and the pro men's leader is on his third lap, coming up the hill. Going towards the Bugis area of Singapore, which is a very famous tourist spot. You can see Christian Blumenfeld in third place, coming up behind in the light white suit, behind second place. As you can see, he's up on his saddle. This is a steep uphill climb, so it's not an easy walk in the park for these athletes. Before we move from this spot, this Shears Bridge offers a fantastic view of Singapore. So behind me, you can see Marina Bay Sands in the background, the iconic landmark of Singapore, now over a decade old. In the distance, you can see the Singapore Flyer, the largest Ferris wheel in Southeast Asia. In another corner, you can see Gardens by the Bay, which is the large indoor rainforest. It's worth a visit there if you're in Singapore. And then obviously you've got the actual bay itself in the distance. So if you're in Singapore, come out here, the Benjamin Shears Bridge. There's a pedestrian walkway, which is where I'm standing. Have a walk, and it's a nice place to catch a good view of Singapore as well as take some good photos. Just on the other side of Benjamin Shears Bridge, waiting for the pro athletes to do their fourth lap, I've got the live stream on my phone playing, so I can know exactly where and when the athletes are coming. Also, another indication is if the lead motorbike comes past. And to get around different parts of the course, I've hired a share bike. This bike is run by a company in Singapore called Hello Ride. All very easy. Just download the app, load some funds in, either using Apple Pay or your credit card. Scan the QR code, the bike automatically unlocks, and you're free to ride. So I'm just outside Satay by the Bay on the run course. This is Christian Blumenfeld. As the athletes come past, I can definitely see the perspiration. You can definitely hear a lot of perspiration in the shoes. I imagine it must be quite slippery actually for the runners to run on the concrete surface. So I'm at the Gardens by the Bay, Flower Dome and Cloud Forest here at Gardens by the Bay. We've got the race leader on lap 2, Peter Himmerich. So I can see Christian coming right now. Definitely the lead has shrunk significantly.
He's looking tired, Christian. You got him, keep going.
Yeah, looking at the form, it's only a matter of time before Christian catches him. It's probably, if I had to guess, down to 20 seconds or 15 seconds. And by the time the two runners came back past the same spot in the middle of lap 2, there was a change at the top of the pecking order, with Christian Blumenfeld leading the race ahead of Peter Himmerich. I'm now standing at the top of Marina Barrage in Singapore. This is one of the major dams in Singapore to protect the city from flooding. Behind me you can see the backdrop of Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay. This is actually part of the run route. The runners come up the ramp, up the top of Marina Barrage and down the footpath, which is currently accessible by pedestrians, believe it or not, on their way back down towards Marina Bay. Currently, Christian Blumenfeld is on lap 3. He is in the lead. It's actually quite bizarre. Like right now, pedestrians, people with prams and strollers like right behind. This, believe it or not, is actually part of the run route, so I'm not sure how they're going to clear out all these tourists and people just enjoying their Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening when an Olympic champion is sprinting past at 2 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer. Look how many people there are. This is obviously an area very popular for flying kites. Obviously they don't have a professional grade triathlon come whizzing past here every second day, so yeah, this is quite interesting to see.
and it wasn't long before we saw the reigning Olympic champion Christian Blumenfeld come past on his final lap with a huge lead.
It's amazing. It's just right in front. That's the Olympic champion. There you have it. So I won't make it back in time for the finish. This is the last lap. There's 3 laps of this course. Just hope that you enjoy that little bit of history in Singapore. Like I said at the start, it's very rare to have that kind of caliber of athlete come onto our shores. When they do, it's always a real treat and a real pleasure to see how they go about what they do for a living. And with that, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video.